Hello and welcome to the preview show from RamsTV. Tonight, Derby County go for their third away win in a row. A trip to Ipswich Town gives the Rams the chance to test themselves against one of the best sides in League One. Ipswich are second in the standings. They've only lost twice all season, winning 9 of their 14 matches so far. Derby can move into the playoff places tonight with a win. They go into the weekend just a point outside the top 6. There's a little bit of separation between the top 3 and everyone else, but Derby do have games in hand. Bit tighter at the bottom, though Morecambe are 6 points from safety already. MK Dons probably the surprise team in the bottom 4. We are focusing on the top half of the table tonight, and don't forget that overseas viewers can watch the action right here on RamsTV. Head to the website now, dcfc.co.uk, to get your match pass for Ipswich Town against Derby County. Let's kick off our build-up to tonight's game by hearing from the Derby camp. Nathaniel Mendez-Laing has been talking to RamsTV about his new role as a wing-back under Paul Warne.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've got experience playing there previously. It's not like I've spoken to the manager. He knows it's not my chosen position, but you get asked to do a job on the pitch and you do it, and I'm enjoying it.
How do you feel playing in that position's benefiting your game? Because especially in the 2 away games so far, we've seen you be a real threat.
I think I can get the ball a lot more. I'm getting fitter. I need to be up and down. Crosses in the box. The gaffer wants a lot of crosses for the strikers, and I'm seeing quite a lot of the ball. So I think I'm showing a lot more what I can do.
How have you found the change as a group of players? You mentioned there about getting a little bit fitter and doing a lot of running. I think it's pretty clear what the manager wants from you all. Yeah,
training's very. We've just had an intense session there. A few of us. It's very intense. But we're all buying into it. It's only going to benefit us, so there's no complaining. We get it done and have a good sleep at night.
Is it easy for players? I guess you've seen plenty during your career as well, that you have to adapt. New manager comes in, there's that adaptation period.
Yeah, of course. I think I've seen it happen a few times in my career as well. It's the game, managers come and go, players come and go, so you've got to be ready to adapt as quick as possible, because time waits for no one, and we've got some big games coming up.
You've got Ipswich on Friday, and just before we look ahead to that one, look back at last weekend, 3-0 win at Accrington. That was I'd say an impressive team performance, clean sheet as well, and you had to ride your luck a little bit as well, didn't you, with that most surreal couple of minutes I think most players have ever seen.
I think that's one of the craziest 2 minutes I've ever seen in football. But we had good spells in the game. I think the goals were really good goals. Will done great as well. Like you say, collectively it was a good team performance. The clean sheet at Accrington it's not an easy place to go. I think the gaffer mentioned like two games they've lost there in 2022. So, we showed good character, fight when we needed to, and also played some good stuff.
Is it nice now you've got these results away from home, so it stops the talk about the away record and things like that? And to be fair, you're going to need it in November. You haven't got a home game at the minute.
Have we not? No,
not at all.
Yeah, of course. To be honest, for myself personally, I don't really look into all that, the away stuff and whatnot. It's a pitch, 11v11, and you got a job to do, and you go and do it. Whether that's away or at home, obviously with the home advantage of fans always helps. But our away following's unbelievable as well. So I suppose for some people it may be, but not for me personally.
Yeah, and Derby going for their third away win in a row tonight. They haven't done that in over 2 years, but they're up against an impressive Ipswich side that at the start of the season very well indeed. Striker Caden Jackson was relegated from the Championship with Ipswich in his first season with the club. He's hoping that a win over Derby tonight will help them on their way to a return.
We've watched a lot of video. Obviously played against Paul Warne's teams a few times, and we know exactly what he gets out of his team, and what he demands from his team. He demands hard work, so it's going to be a physical game. We need to match that and then play our football on top of that.
You've spoken before about the really good relationship you have, not only with the group, but the manager as well, and what you're enjoying about your role in the team at the moment, because it can change game to game, can't it?
Yeah, definitely. I know what I can bring to the team. The boss knows what I can bring to the team. So it's different games sometimes require something different, which that's why we've got the options we've got, and we're able to change it as much as we are. So hopefully, if selected, then I can show what I can do. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it with the team, with the boss. Everyone's working hard to help the team, and yeah, hopefully I can do that Friday. More than 28,000 tickets sold. Maybe we'll get a sellout. Sky cameras in town. Does that add anything to it? Yeah, I think you look at the games under the lights at Portman Road in the past, and yeah, to get 28,000 on a Friday night leading up to Christmas, festive period, not so far away. It's fair play to the fans, spending the hard-earned money to come and see us, and we need to first and foremost give them something to cheer about, give them something to get behind, and hopefully it'll be a good one. Derby tomorrow evening. It is one of those ties in the division that is two big teams, isn't it? Attracts a lot of attention. What do you expect from them?
Yeah, I expect, of course, a really difficult game. Quite a different situation for them now. Of course, a team that was quite a few additions in the summer, and they added well to the strong nucleus that they had there of the players who were in the championship last year. Brought in a lot of players late in the window, and I have to say recruited well and have built a good squad. Then a change of management, and of course a different ideas, different style, and the players will be adapting to that. But we know it's going to be a tough game. We know with our Paul Warren team, you know what you're going to expect. You know that it's going to be a big challenge physically and mentally especially, and they're going to ask you certain questions, and we're going to have to really stand up to that. So it's a great game. We're excited for it. Hopefully the supporters are excited for it. We've got great numbers coming. I think it's going to be a really exciting atmosphere, and we hope the game matches that. It is more than 28,000 in Portman Road with the Sky cameras in town as well. How much does that add to the occasion? Not much, honestly, in my opinion anyway. We've not spoke about it with the players. As you said, it's 28,000 coming to Portman Road, and two big teams, two good teams, two big clubs, two passionate supporters base, and a full backing behind us. I don't think anyone's thoughts or minds will wander beyond what's going on in that pitch and the surrounds around it. So we can't wait for the game now.
Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna there. This is his first full season in charge. He had been part of the coaching staff at Manchester United, promoted to assistant manager by Jose Mourinho before joining the Tractor Boys last December. His team have lost their last two matches. A 1-0 defeat to Lincoln in the league on Saturday was their first at home all season. They also lost 1-0 to Cambridge in the trophy on Tuesday. It's the first time that McKenna has lost two in a row as Ipswich boss. And Derby's head coach Paul Warren will be looking to maintain his fantastic record against Ipswich tonight. He's won 6 out of 7 against them, only lost once, only conceded 1 goal in that run as well. He sees tonight as a chance for his Derby side to test themselves against one of the best in League One.
I think the fact that it's virtually a sellout, it'll be a really good atmosphere. I think that we're growing into a very good team. I think we are a good team, and we have really good aspects of our play. We're not where we want to be completely, but I do think the lads go into it with a real belief. We'll go there as always and try and take the game to them and try and win, but we have to be respectful of their strengths, and especially at home they have a plethora of strengths that we need to stop. So it will be a good challenge, and look, you can easily, I've said to lads loads of times, it's not easy, but to draw games or to be mid-table and just to go through life a bit wishy-washy is more comfortable than trying to win games and get in the top 6 and get promoted. So it will be uncomfortable at times, but it will be exciting at times, as anyone who's watched us over the last few weeks will probably vouch for.
Would it be a good gauge sort of for you as well, in terms of they're a side that you clearly feel are going to be up there at the end of the season, of where you're at this moment in time? Or is it, do you not look at it like that? Do you look at it as a game and you go in there to get
I probably will look at it like that after it. I don't look at it like that beforehand. So at the moment it is good litmus paper, you're right. But I think after the game, I think we will assess it. Like when we drive back, I'll watch the game back on the bus and I'll think, right, if this is the coup de grace, and I think they're going to finish in the top 2, just because of their strength of depth and the start they've had. Then anyone who finishes above them is up, obviously, because they're top at least. So so I think I will see it like that. But at the moment, we're trying to work out where we see their weaknesses, and every team has weaknesses. We're not playing Barcelona. I'm not trying to build it up to something that isn't. In the same way that I don't think that they will think, oh great, it's only Derby Friday night. I think they'll think, right, it's Derby Friday night. This is what they do away from home. These are their strengths. These are their weaknesses, and it's a game of chess. So yeah, I think you're right in asking me. I think after the game, look, if we lose 3-0, it's not the end of the world. There's another game 3 days later. That is the joy of football. If we win 3-0, it doesn't mean we're going to get automatically promoted and we've got everything sus, because we haven't. It's a constant evolving thing. You've got to tweak things, change things. People get injured. The opposition changes. It's a constant learning curve. And I think the more time we've been in the building, the more we're learning about individuals, like we learned about individuals last night at the Papa John's. And, with January coming, it makes you think about things and where you need to move pieces, really. Not nice calling lads pieces, obviously, but you know what I mean. So it's a constant thing, and I think after Ipswich, you're right. It's a strong opposition. You'll have a good gauge of where you are and where you want to be.
And there he is, Paul Warne. And League One leaders Plymouth don't play till tomorrow. They're away at Bristol Rovers. Lincoln against Sheffield Wednesday is the early kick-off on Saturday. Bolton visit Accrington as well. Barnsley go to Morecambe. And Peterborough, one of the other sides in the playoff places at the moment, travel to Oxford United. But the League One weekend starts tonight with Ipswich Town against Derby County. It's a game that overseas viewers can watch with us on RamsTV. Head to the website dcfc.co.uk to get your match pass now. Matchday live with you from the slightly later time of 7:30 this evening. Goodbye.